So you've learned DSA, you've learned system design, and you've made great projects. But there's one more obstacle which is stopping you from entering the company of your dreams. That is, how do you get the interview itself? So if you're from a tier 1 college or tier 2 college, then you have on campus placements where the companies will be coming to you and you have a lot of opportunities. But for majority of students, this is not the case. For majority of us, we come from tier 3 colleges and we have to sit via off campus placements, which has a lot of competition. So I was on Reddit the other day, I was just scrolling and I saw that there were two posts on LinkedIn and there were two openings on LinkedIn. One was for data scientist role, one was for software engineering role. And within 10 minutes of those openings being posted, 100 plus people had already applied. And by the end of the day, 1000 plus applications were already there. And how many requirements were there? Just two. So for two requirements, 1000 plus people had applied, which makes it very difficult for you to stand out and score an interview. So I'm going to tell you the right way. I'm going to tell you a strategy that you can use in off-campus placements so you don't have to go through all of this hassle and directly you can get the interview itself. I'm going to tell you via real examples. I'm going to tell you how people have already used this and how you can use this as well. I'm going to tell you what to do, what not to do, and use this, and using this strategy you can get the interview directly and use your skills to crack them. So let's start the video. Before I even tell you anything, two important things that you have to keep in mind: have a good resume. First, have a good resume, make sure it's updated, make sure it's relevant, and make sure that it has the proper projects that you have done. This is the first thing. And the second thing is have a good LinkedIn profile. We'll be using these later, but make sure that your resume is on point and your LinkedIn profile is on point. Okay? Now, a lot of people underestimate the power of emailing. A lot of people think that if they mail prominent people, then they won't revert back. But they don't know how powerful just simple emailing is. So, for example, I was on LinkedIn and there was this person who had mailed Sam, who's the CEO of OpenAI. So, OpenAI is the company of ChatGPT, and this person had mailed the CEO of that company, and that person, the CEO, had actually replied back to him. So, what I'm trying to say here is mailing really works. If you mail the right person at the right time with the right content, then there's a very good chance that the person will reply to you because people read their emails. Okay, so let's take a look at an example now. So let's take a look at this example which you'll see on the screen. So I really like this email. This email was sent by a junior of mine for IBM role. He wanted a software engineering role there. So let's take a look at part by part. So the subject line is straight to the point that he wants a software engineering role at IBM. Next, he starts off with a greeting. Always start off with a greeting. Okay, do not put the request or at the top, start with a greeting. After that, he has given what he has to offer. He has explained that he has 1 year of experience with the frameworks, and then he has put his resume and he has asked for opportunities. So he sent this mail to the recruiting manager of IBM, and later he also got a reply back from the manager and he was able to get an interview directly. Before we start the rest of the video, let me tell you about an amazing platform called Prepleaf. So Prepleaf is a website and it's a platform that you can use to upskill yourself and get to your dream placement. So they have two courses. They have a course on web development and they have a course on data science. So this CAP Web Development is your career accelerator program in web development where they teach you everything that you need to know in order to become a full stack developer and to get to your dream job. So they'll be teaching you everything for a period of 12 months. So this is an in-depth program where they'll be teaching you everything starting from front-end development, full stack development, and even data structures and algorithm, which is highly required to crack the top companies. So this in-depth program you're getting just for a fees of 65,000. If you compare it to other courses, they'll run for lakhs of rupees, but you're getting all of this just for 65,000. And within the course, you also have internship opportunities, and at the end of the course, you have a placement opportunity so that you can crack your dream company. And they have placement assistants to help you out through that. And the registration fees is 5,000, but if you use the link in the description, then you will get 2,000 off on that. You'll get 2,000 discount. And they also have a 15 days trial period in case you want to be satisfied, and in case you're not sure, they also have a free trial. And the next course will start on August 7th. So go click the link in the description, reserve your seat, and book your free trial now. So this is a good example of a mail that you can send out. Now, once you know what to send, then there's one more problem that you have to face, which is how will you get the email of these people? So whether you want to send an email to a CEO, to a CTO, or to a recruiting manager, how will you get the email of these people? So there's a lot of websites you can use for that. One great website is Rocket Reach. So you can go on Rocket Reach, you can search the name of the person that you will be reaching out to, and then you can get their mail via that website. There's a lot more websites you can use that. Now, you can mail these people. Obviously, if you mail the CEO of Amazon, then there's very less chance of them reverting back. If you mail Elon Musk, again, you have very less chance of them reverting back. But if you mail the CEO or co-founders of startups, then you have a very good chance of getting a revert back. Just send the right mail. Now, speaking of the timing, a lot of people ask what time they can send the mail. So I would suggest to avoid sending the email at odd timings, but you can send the email at night or at early morning, because people have the habit of checking up their emails at the morning time, so your email will be at the top. One more tip is have a good subject line. For example, if you're sending a mail to a co-founder of a startup, and you know what the startup is about, and you feel like there's something you can contribute to, then make that the subject line. Make the subject line as how you can contribute to the product is just in just one short simple line. Then again, in the content, start off with the greeting and then tell them your experience, what you know, and tell them how you can contribute to their product. And if you get a revert back, then boom, directly you get the interview without going through the hassle of applying anywhere. So mailing is a great tool that you can use. Have a good subject line, write the content straight, crisp, to the point, include a greeting, and mail the right person at the right time. Like I mentioned, you have to find the person who you have the best chance of getting a revert back from. And in case if you don't hear back, then I would suggest one or two times you can send a follow-up email. Don't reach out more than that, it might become annoying, but you can send a follow-up email. Now, apart from emailing, one more thing is the referral system. So referral system is also a great thing. For that, I was saying you need to have a good LinkedIn profile. Now, a lot of my friends are in different companies. They're in Oracle, IBM, Amazon, etc. And these people get messages all the time from students asking for referrals. So let me tell you with examples of what the person will reply to and what will not get a reply. So let's take a look at this message. So this is a person who has simply mailed that they want a referral request. They haven't included any greeting, they haven't put anything about themselves, they just straight said, I want a referral. This is not a good way that you can send a message request. This does not look good. Avoid sending a message like this. Let's take a look at another example. So this is a message that my friend got who's an IBM, and this is a very good message. So the person has mentioned about themselves. The person has mentioned that this is the job ID that they want. So one tip for you now is before you ask for referral, go to the portal of the company, see if there's any opening, see the job ID of the opening, and mention that into the message. Start with a greeting always, then they have put the job ID and they have asked for the referral, they have included their resume and their experience. So this is a great message that you can use. So I gave you two options. One you can send via email, which is very great, and one you can get a referral, but remember to put the content on point. Now, one bonus tip that I'm giving you, and this is a very important tip that a lot of people don't know and a lot of people don't use this, and that is the benefit of having a good coding profile. So if you're experienced, then this might not matter that much, but if you're a fresher and you're applying to good companies, then your coding profile matters a lot. Whether you're asking for a referral, whether you're asking someone for via mail, a CEO, CTO, whatever, a good coding profile as a fresher really stands out. Especially if you're asking for referrals, if the person sees that you have a good coding profile, you're good in coding, you've done competitive programming, you've solved a lot of lead code problems. If the person sees that, then there's a huge chance that the person will give you a referral. So this is my bonus tip to you. Have a really great coding profile and make sure to send that along with your resume. So that's pretty much it. If you follow these steps, if you have the right skills, if you have the right things, then you can find the opportunity via this method. Don't underestimate the power of emailing. You can use the power of emailing to get an opportunity. You can use the power of referrals to get an opportunity, and you won't have to go through the hassle of applying to 1,000 different job openings. Straight up, you land into the interview, there you can showcase your skills and you can crack and get to the company that you want. So that's pretty much it. The video went on longer than I wanted it to be, but hope you learned something. If you still have any doubts, then let me know in the comments. I'll be sure to answer. Thank you.